Hey Amber! So I'm hopping on my webcam real quick. We'll do a quickie. And I am going to answer your D&D question. Why do I favor bards? The main reason, honestly, is because bards fit my personality really well. So it's a very natural, really easy thing for me to play. A bard is traditionally more the jack of all trades. They can play music, they can be artists, they can be pickpockets, they can be clever, they can be sassy, they can be anything you want them to be. They also tend to be the most well-rounded out of all the characters. They have the most class skills, which means the most things that come naturally to them. They sort of combine lots of different skills. The place where the bard has a weakness is combat skills. So when you're playing a bard, it's important to be paired with someone else who has combat skills. You want to be buddies with a fighter, a barbarian, somebody like that, and probably some type of healer. So you want, a wizard or a cleric with you. Bards can heal as well. They do get healing spells, but the bard spells don't go as quickly as, say, specific magic users. So bards, jack of all trades, I relate to that. Honestly, the other reason that I tend to play bards is because bards offer me the most creative range for actual role playing. I love getting into character, I love really exploring who that character is, and I tend to create characters that, well, DMs either love me or they hate me. We'll put it that way, because my characters are so quirky. I want them to be unique, I want them to have flaws, I want them to have very interesting stories. I'm not just your typical monster smasher, roll the dice and let's roll through. Like, I want to create story. Bards facilitate story. If you are interested in starting out, I highly recommend D&D. I love Dungeons and Dragons. There are lots of other D20 based games though that you can play. I have a fabulous character for D20 Modern. The game actually predates the show Grimm, but it's very similar. It's just any kind of, there are all sorts of D20 games to fit your interests, but Dungeons and Dragons, highly recommend. If you're on your first campaign, I really recommend being the kind of smashy, straightforward fighter character. A fighter, maybe a barbarian, something like that is going to be your best bet. It'll be the easiest character to pick up, it'll be the most straightforward in terms of combat, and it will be the most basic way for you to learn how to play the game. That being said, I do have one bard who is powered up ridiculously high. He is a satyr and therefore got all of these racial bonuses for being a satyr because he is a fae, so he gets lots of fun point things. So I do have one bard that is a really awesome fighter, but that is absolutely a fluke in the system. Anyway, that's it. I hope that this answers your questions and that it has sparked your interest for Dungeons and Dragons. Please share this with anybody who is interested in Dungeons and Dragons. Play with me, and I will see you later this week. Bye!